One is so the back convene once again for the resumption of the back activities. So particularly we have this afternoon the opening of the request for quotation under the alternative mode of procurement of goods related services. So we have 11 requests for quotation sent out to qualified suppliers. So earlier this morning we have already determined for whether the back-headed forum. So we have in attendance 3 out of 5. Just the same this afternoon with the end user, the representative of the end user participating in today's activity. Okay, parang si Paul.
Wala po siya nandun.
So earlier, the representative of our resident POA auditor joined online, and we have 2 participating suppliers also who are in attendance this morning, who were in attendance this morning, but it's still on a lunch break. So for the alternative mode of procurement for goods and related services, we have RFQ 2026-014 repair and maintenance of service vehicle for Isuzu D-Max 4x2 under Equipment Management Division, the PWH Regional Office from the city, with an ABC of 152,735 pesos, with only one supplier who had returned the quotation from SolidWorks Car Care Center. They request the technical working group to assist the bank in the opening of their sealed quotation. We also have RFQ 2026-017, procurement of catering services for use in the administrative officers meeting under administrative division, the PWH Regional Office 12 for City, with an ABC of 65,000 pesos. With only one supplier who had returned the quotation from Czech Foods. RFQ 2026-020, supply and delivery of IT supplies for use of FAO, SAO, Asia Section, HRMS, HRDS, and SPMS under Administrative Division, the PWH for the total, with an ABC of 449,750 pesos. We have 5 suppliers who have returned the quotation from Agents of Drive Internet Shopping and Computer Studio, the Jangas Crown Books Fair Incorporated, Computer World Marketing, SMRC Office and School Supplies Trading, and Goldie and Lab Office and School Supplies Trading. The question also the technical working group for the sealed quotations of these participating suppliers. RFQ 2026-031, supply and delivery of electrical supplies for use of administrative division and construction division, DPWH Regional Office 12, Coronadal City, with an ABC of 503,671 pesos and 60 centavos. We only have one participating supplier from return quotation from Goldie and Black Office and School Supplies Trading. RFQ 2026-003, preventive maintenance of vehicle sales numbers AAF-1167 and AAC-6908 under Administrative Division, PWH Regional Office 12, with an ABC of 304,261 pesos. Only 3 suppliers have returned quotations: CLR Auto Parts, Deer Auto Parts, and CAC Auto Supply. RFQ 2026-024, supply and delivery of office equipment for use in the HRDS and machinery section under Administrative Division, DPWH Regional Office 12, Coronadal City, with an ABC of 248,150 pesos. We only have one supplier who has returned quotation from Food Tech, Rep, and Air Conditioning Services and Repair Shop. RFQ 2026-025, supply and delivery of office equipment and supplies for use in the Finance Division, PWH Regional Office with an ABC of 37,900 pesos. We have 3 participating suppliers from return quotation: JNA 97 Enterprises, People Gen Merchandise, Coffee Job Construction and Supply. RFQ 2026-07, supply and delivery of t-shirts for use of DPWH RFQs anniversary celebration, DPWH Office Club, Coronadal City, with an ABC of 345,450 pesos. You only have one participating supplier, one representation, based with advertising services. RFQ 2026-028, procurement of catering services for use of DPWH RFQs anniversary celebration, DPWH Regional Office 12, Coronadal City, then ABC of 289,020 pesos. So we have two participating suppliers who have returned subscription, Manchester Grill and Reservoir and Czech Foods. RFQ 2026-039, supply and delivery of flax and day for use of Salamat Mabuhay retirees, royalty awardees, and SPMS staff for members from DPWH Regional Office 12, Coronadal City, with an ADC of 69,900 pesos. We have four participating suppliers, Public Quotation, Campus Art, Jera BM Advertising, B Ads Graphic Icon, and J Advertising Services. And finally, RFQ 2026-030, supply and delivery of tokens for use of office retirees under administrative division, DPWH Regional Office 12, with an ABC of 218,000. So for this RFQ, no suppliers had participated or have returned the request for quotation. Yan mo po ang parang. So we now have here the results of the evaluation by the back of the return quotations by the participating suppliers. So the criteria for the evaluation of the quotation are the attachment of pages, registration certificate, mayor's or business permit, income of this or business tax return for contract with agency above 500,000 pesos, omnibus sworn statement applicable to ABC about 50,000 pesos, and the indication of brand for each items being offered. The absence of any of the documents or required for eligibility shall disqualify the participating supplier. Before RFQ 2026-014, which was participated only by Works Car Care Center. Upon evaluation of his return quotation, it has been determined that it has complied with the eligibility requirements and his bid amount is 148,300 pesos. For RFQ 2026-017, procurement of catering services for use in administrative officers meeting under administrative division, DPWH Regional Office 12. We only have one participating supplier who have returned to quotation, check codes, and it has been evaluated that they have complied with the required eligibility documents, and the bid amount is 62,000 pesos. For RFQ 2026-020, supply and delivery of IT supplies for use in PAO, South, Asia Section, HRMS, HRDS, and SPMS under Administrative Division, DPWH Regional Office 12, Colonial City. We have 5 participating suppliers who have returned quotation. However, upon evaluation, the Junkers Crown Books Fair Incorporated Computer World Marketing have failed to submit the required eligibility documents. For Aegis of Drive Internet Cafe and Computer Studio, it has been evaluated that they have complied with the eligibility documents with the bid amount of 447,604 pesos. SMRC Office and School Supplies Trading have also passed with eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 445,400 pesos. And Lab Office and School Supplies Trading also passed with a bid amount of 447,750 pesos. For RFQ 2026-021, supply delivery of electrical supplies for use of Administrative Division and Construction Division, we only have one participating supplier who have returned quotation, Goldie and Lab Office and School Supplies Trading, and has been evaluated to have complied with all the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 499,400 pesos. RFQ 2026-023, preventive maintenance of vehicle plate number stock 1167 and AAC 1608 under Administrative Division. We have 3 participating suppliers. Upon evaluation, it has been determined that Gear Up Auto Parts and CSC Auto Supply have failed to attach the required eligibility documents. With CLR Auto Parts have been determined to have passed the required eligibility documents with a bid amount of 304,080 pesos. For RFQ 2026-024, supply and delivery of office equipment for use in HRDS and cashier section and Administrative Division, we only have one participating supplier at the transportation. To take rep and import and air conditioning services and repair shop and has been evaluated to have passed the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 245,500 pesos. For RFQ 2026-025, supply and delivery of office equipment and supplies for use in Finance Division, we have 3 participating suppliers. It has been evaluated that for people, general merchandise, and coffee shop construction and supply, they have failed to comply with all the eligibility requirements. JNA 97 Enterprises have been evaluated to have passed the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 37,900 pesos.
Hindi. Ano yun? Talagang po.
37,900 pesos. Equivalent to the ABC. For RFQ 2026-027, supply and delivery of T-shirt for use of PPWHR 12th anniversary celebration. We have two participating suppliers who have returned quotation, but it has been evaluated that KD print and advertising services have failed to comply with all the eligibility requirements. For Eminence Design and Advertising, it has been evaluated that they have passed with the bid amount of 296,100 pesos. For RFQ 2026-028, procurement of catering services for use of PWH Office 12 anniversary celebration. We have two participating suppliers who have resort quotation. Francesca Grill and Restaurant been evaluated to have complied with all the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 279,000 pesos. Chef Foods has been evaluated also to have complied with all the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 281,970 pesos. For RFQ 2026-029, supply and delivery of flags made for use of Salamat Mabuhay retirees, loyalty awardees, and SPM staff performers of the PWH Office 12. We have four participating suppliers. Campus Art has been evaluated to have failed with the requirements. General BM Advertising also failed. The Ads Graphics Icon Company also failed. And for JD Print Advertising Services, it has been evaluated that they have passed with the eligibility requirements with a bid amount of 66,800 pesos. So that is all for the evaluation of the return quotation of the participating suppliers for the supposed to be 11 request for quotation, but only 10 the returns. So the result of this shall be subject to the further evaluation and post qualification.
Which under the pitch, this not applicable for pitch awards to be for this date.
Any objection? Or is the motion seconded?
We can take
Second. So there is a motion to adjourn the RFP for the seconded services with no objection. That has been duly seconded. So the motion is hereby approved. So the back continue to put the back is still convened for the pre-procurement conference. And we shall be having another recording for the pre-procurement conference.